Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. We stand on the precipice of the 41st millennium, and in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Welcome to Wine About It.
Hello.
There we go.
Hey!
Now
We're on Twitch. We have to have wine. No, we'll get.
Mhm.
Well, no, they don't.
We won't get they don't have a copyright on wine.
Prove it.
Yeah, but that's like
Yeah. Wine's older than copyright law.
No.
That's a good point.
Yeah. They had wine in Roman times because that's where, in vino veritas,
No, I disagree.
in wine is truth.
Wine is true.
You guys are nerds. What the hell? Everyone's a nerd but
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Monster Hunter, can't wait to play it.
Acting like he doesn't know Latin now.
I don't know.
Yeah, wow.
I've never lied in my life.
Okay.
That was-
Semper Fidelis.
Dude, that's my shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Knowing one phrase.
Broke him.
Knowing one phrase doesn't mean you know the thing, bro. If that was the case, everyone would know software development because everyone can print "Hello World."
E
Not
pluribus
everybody can.
unanimum.
Everyone can print "Hello World."
No,
Prove it.
no, I can't.
because I didn't
I
know what that
can't.
meant until I started trying to learn.
Yeah, but you could do it. You just didn't know it.
No.
what does that mean?
Believe
That's
Yeah.
that's literally
Yeah, but you can do it.
No.
what does print
Do it,
hello world
baby.
mean?
Right now.
Done.
print Hello World for anyone who cares. Print Hello World is probably the
tattoo.
starter bit of code that you play around with. If you
Yeah.
play The Farmer Was Replaced on
Okay, what
On
is
the
this
computer.
fucking
What
ad?
are you? What?
The Farmer Was Replaced is,
What is-
a game about learning Python coding.
Bro, maybe I should do that.
Genuinely, it's really fun.
Okay.
Nerd.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking nerds, man. Everyone but me.
But you start doing like
I
for
love
loops
coding.
and then
Got him.
import statements. and
Liking
all that
coding
kind
doesn't
of
make me a
stuff.
nerd. I'm literally building the future. Fucking freaks.
Okay.
No, it's literally makes you a nerd. It literally makes you a nerd
Yeah. There's like
by
a few
definition.
I've never printed Hello World in my life.
Okay.
I actually
Yes,
lie about,
you
I actually lie
have.
about what I do. I'm not a developer.
Print Hello World
I kill
is
people.
the benchy of coding.
Yeah.
You say Da Vinci?
No,
The
the
benchy.
The fuck is that?
Benchies.
Thank you.
It's the boat
It's
that you
the
benchy boat.
reason your 3D printer broke.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm.
gotcha.
is
It's
that
the
you
little-
don't know what a benchy is.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Bungie. They made
He
Halo.
It's like the little boat.
Yeah.
I-
Stevie knows.
I got
Okay.
it now, but
Okay, but the listeners still don't know. So what is a Benchi?
Anyone who
It's a
has
little
3D
boat.
printer knows.
Okay.
It's a little boat you print.
It's the very first print
Oh,
that
it's
you
Hello
print.
World, but okay, I
3D
get it now.
printer.
I get it now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it is now open source.
Whoa.
There was a second there where people were starting to like throw copyright law
That's
out,
crazy.
and they're like, "You can't modify this," and then they were like, "We don't care," and then they like put it into law,
That they
like,
don't care.
and
I
so
love open
now
licenses.
everyone is modifying the Benji.
It truly is Hello World.
It's wonderful.
Free the boat.
Yeah,
I'm on a boat.
Wesley has a Hello World tattoo.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Doesn't.
But that could be true by the time you hear this.
Did you
Never
write
know.
code to
Probably won't
did you
be.
get
Oh,
did you
well,
write
because I'm
code to
not
put it on
to
you?
Perfection. What? What'd you say?
I assume you wrote code to get it tattooed on your arm.
That could be cool if I did that. I would have to learn a lot of shit really fast, but it'd be cool.
I mean,
if-
not really. You can make a 3D printer do it. I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, but that's not me doing it. You know what I mean? I would have to learn how to have the code interact with the 3D printer and then put my arm there and trust myself enough.
You can't write G code.
No,
Easy. I'll show you.
all I can do is print "Hello World."
G code, super easy.
Is that like the code I would write?
Yeah.
Super easy.
Oh,
Everyone's a nerd, but me.
okay, I have a question for you all.
okay.
Okay.
I have an
No,
answer.
What would you do
I don't know.
if you
that is
what
an
would you
answer.
do if you could live forever?
Ooh.
I-
Okay, sorry. Can you
Die?
can you
Yeah, I was gonna
clarify?
say-
Did you watch that episode of Invincible?
No.
Bruh. This new season is dark.
Okay.
It is so good.
I have only seen the first season.
Third
so I need
season,
to-
very good. No spoilers here, but third season is very good.
a lot of free ads on today's episode.
live forever, as in you will not die of natural causes.
Okay, but like, what would you do?
But are
is
you
also very
immortal?
broad.
Are you like invincible and immortal? Or
No,
just
you will
immortal?
not die from natural causes.
Okay.
Okay, but I currently can't die from unnatural causes. So with those powers combined, I am invincible.
Okay, well, I guess this is questions for everyone but Wesley.
Okay,
Mm.
but like, what do you mean? What would you do?
But what do you
What
do,
would
bro?
you do with your existence?
Probably.
You don't die of natural causes.
Do you get old?
Ooh,
No.
I was
Oh.
gonna say because I know what I would do if I got old.
Well, that's problematic because I want to be old.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. You guys
Because
are
like
crazy.
then you can just
Then
give people candy.
yeah, and me
You can do
being
that.
grumpy isn't a big deal.
It's not a big deal now. We accept you, Queen.
Okay, yeah, sure, but then
They're
no
like-
one cares if I'm grumpy. They just go, "Aw, that old lady's grumpy."
I don't know, dude. I've talked shit about a lot of old people.
Sure, but not to their
Yeah.
face.
A couple of them.
That's wild of you.
And then it will make sense if you're just like everyone I've ever loved died.
Yeah.
Okay, how about I alter it a little bit? What if
There's a snail chasing you.
No.
That's a good one, though. The entire human species could not die of natural causes.
Oh, that makes it so much worse, bro.
Oh.
When
I
does
hate that. I die. I would find an unnatural cause.
you'd be married forever, and that would be good for like
Unnatural.
you guys with healthy marriages. But bro, imagine, bro.
You
Dude,
could
It's like that
divorce
book.
still. You could still
It's
I
divorce.
guess
like the
that's
book I'm
true.
reading.
It's like the book. No more free ads.
Without
Today's show
Yeah.
sponsor.
Sorry, you can tell us about your book.
Yeah, tell us the
No,
book.
I'm reading Pandora's Star right now, and it is about a humanity that is post-dying and uses wormholes instead of
Wormhole.
spacecraft to get around. I'm like 3 chapters in, but it's pretty freaking good.
nice.
Souls. Sorry.
Is that the one where the person hang glides over a volcano?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
That's what
Specific
I would
reference.
do if I was immortal.
You could still die in the volcano.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
but you've lived a long life.
But that's rad,
What if
dude.
you were immortal? Like,
Well,
right
you don't.
now?
Well, you don't know if you've lived a long life.
Yeah, that's what I
If
say.
you tried it too soon, you could have lived a short life and then done that.
Yeah.
Well,
What is?
then don't try it too soon.
What is like a long life when you're immortal? You
I don't know.
what
I'd give it 35 years before you try it.
Dude, I get it, man. That's what I'm saying. 50 years.
Listen, as a 42-year-old, I take offense to that. Thank you very much.
Don't look at Dale Stevenson, Phil.
42?
Yeah,
You're 40 as well.
yeah, I'm 42.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have guessed that.
40 also.
I would. live to play video
Is
games.
it my youthful vigor, or is it the fact that I've got the maturity of a 12-year-old that
Yeah.
that
I'm gonna
You
say
don't have
makes me seem
42-year-old vibes?
All of the
So
above.
it's
I
a
don't know.
12 years.
young?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I think I would live my life pretty similarly as I do now, just forever.
Yeah, I realized yesterday that my 21st birthday can now legally drink in the United States because it's 21 years
Whoa.
old. Yeah,
Ooh.
so it's like one of those weird times.
It's also the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh my God, yes.
Wow.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's it.
Good year.
I'm the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the answer for 1 year.
I think I would get really good at one really useless thing.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, like juggling.
or doing backflips.
Backflips is a good one. Except I don't want to die early, and I would screw it up and break my shit.
Juggling it is then.
But juggling chainsaws.
That's
So
enough.
natural causes is just like
Old age.
starvation and age, right?
No, I would say starvation you could still die from, but just old age. You won't just expire suddenly because
Gotcha.
you're old.
Hmm.
All right,
Gotcha.
I'll settle.
Because my answer was going to be that I was going to like invest money and then curl up in a cave for like 200 years and like let that gain money. But
Yeah.
I would have to eat, and I can't eat cave. Last time I checked, so
You could just
It's like that one Shakespeare.
Timon of Athens.
Yeah, Timon. I was like,
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Renee Descartes.
no.
They knew each other.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yes, he did.
Did they?
Yeah, they were good friends.
No.
Are you googling it?
I am. You're-
I'm reading a book about
Y-
Shakespeare
you're
right now, and that has not
great.
come up. So
Okay, well,
I'm...
read a book about Shakespeare, then read a book about Renee Descartes, and you can see the influences. Don't trust me at this table.
I don't.
I'm lying, but like you didn't know that. If
I
I just
kind
said
of
that.
did,
No,
though.
you didn't, dude. You don't know either of them.
Bro, sure.
I
but
was there.
the book I'm reading is a whole thing about like how no one knows Shakespeare. So
Except Renee Descartes.
no.
Okay, well, how about you finish your book and then go back?
Got him.
They were Facebook friends. I did see so.
Like when you make a MySpace and you're friends with Tom.
Yeah,
Where's that
they were the
Facebook?
top 8 for sure.
That's MySpace, right?
That was MySpace.
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
You never had a MySpace?
No,
Oh my god.
no.
I had a MySpace.
I did so much.
It was
I was a
terrible.
professional coder.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't allowed to have one, but
Oh.
I knew friends who had them, so I would just watch them
Have
make
fun on
their MySpace look cool, but not.
I
me.
had to go through the process of figuring out when it was good, when it was okay to put my now wife, at the time girlfriend, into my top 8. And then where do you put her? Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh
that's,
no.
Yeah.
that's awkward.
Yeah. Figuring that one out.
Do what I do, and you always have Tom at the top.
Also,
And-
that's so cool that you guys have been together for that long.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah. 17 years? 17 years? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys can almost vote together.
Yeah. Oh no, it'll 18 years in November. Holy
Whoa, nice.
shoot.
18 years when this drops? No.
What?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't make
No.
any sense.
Yeah.
I get
My
lost. I get
relationship-
lost in the
my-
time
my-
travel sometimes.
Yeah, my relationship is older than Wesley. My God.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
I'm
Yep.
You're.
Wesley. Hello.
Yeah, I feel like if I had forever, I don't know. I feel like I would just continue
Get
to do a lot
jacked.
of random stuff, but then it would feel less stressful to do a bunch of random stuff because I'd have all the time in the world to do random things instead of being like, I only have X amount of years to like get good at these things and like where's all the time going? I feel like
Do you
that
think
would be
about
kind
that?
of nice. Yeah, dude.
I've never. Had
Do
that
you
thought in
know
my
how
life.
much I want to do on a daily basis? This is the plight of ADHD.
Obviously.
Like if I could do everything always,
Wow,
I
we're so
would.
different, you and I.
but I like can't.
I have like the same but opposite. I hate having to do things.
Yeah. The only thing Wesley wants to do is play Monster Hunter.
Yeah, but that's like right now. If I could become one with all things
hmm
and therefore become nothing, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, that sounds sick.
Mm-hmm.
I do my nails more often,
Yeah.
more consistently.
Yeah.
I haven't
Nah,
done
I don't
them
think
since
that's
school
true.
started.
Because you would lose track of time so bad. You'd think you're doing them pretty often, but you actually be doing them like once a decade.
I've noticed when my nails weren't done.
Yeah, but like perspective wise, like as the years go by, your perspective of time.
No, but like I'd have more time, so I'd actually be able to be like
what do you mean you'd have no more time?
more time in general.
Yeah, I mean you'd live longer, but like
yeah,
would your day to day change drastically?
yeah. I've decided yes.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I mean, yeah, because like, well, I guess you said we could starve, so I guess you would still need sleep.
Yeah, I mean you're
Well, that
still a
changes my
biological
answer
human
then.
being. You just won't die of old age. I don't know why we're making up.
I just don't want to
Rules.
have to sleep.
I only want to.
I love sleeping.
That's what I would do.
I
I
would find a way
love
to
it.
not sleep.
But it would be super
And not
cool
die.
if I didn't have to, because then I'd have more time for things.
That's how I feel about eating and
That's what we
pooping.
could do. We could find a way to not sleep and not die, and then make everyone's lives better.
That's just
Yeah.
that's just
Mm.
drugs.
we would just like
You
It's
guys,
we would
optional.
keep
It's
that
medication.
to us.
you guys want to do meth?
We wouldn't give it to
That's,
everybody.
wait, yeah, that's what it is.
Yes,
No.
I was like, this has been invented.
Yeah, but that can be detrimental.
Yeah, so just don't do it too much.
No. It's bad for you.
Yeah, so it's not sleeping.
Unless it's prescribed, in which case it's different.
Oh my god, you guys have all the time. You can become doctors.
I don't want to do that.
Prescribe yourself meth.
I don't
I-
like
Okay, all right. I see where we're going.
And then it's healthy.
No.
doctors have to touch people, and
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Same. That's like a huge part of why I really wanted to be a doctor when I was a kid. Like, no joke. It was like my
But
one true passion in
Touching
life.
people.
No, it's less about that and more about like bodily fluids, like snot,
Mm,
like
Bless you. Bless you,
like
Thank you.
and it's not even blood. Blood doesn't bother me. It's
Dracula.
like
Bile.
saliva.
Mm.
The
and, like,
mucus.
The
Yeah.
humors.
Like I just
The
can't deal
hubris?
with that.
I think
and
the smells.
Humors.
I
Mm.
wouldn't like to be
That's how I felt about
People-
becoming a lawyer. But then I was like, I don't want to write stuff down. That's dead ass. What happened? Now I'm
So,
a software developer.
I'm sure you're all wondering
What would you do?
why.
Oh,
What would I do?
Yeah.
kind of crazy that you weren't going to answer your own question.
I
but
was not. gonna answer your question.
Wow.
Get in the comments.
What would I do? I don't know. I'd probably just do whatever it takes to get to a point where I don't have to worry about trivial things, and then I would do anything and everything else.
Would you just vibe? I'd just vibe, I think.
But yeah, it would be like a lot of vibing. It would be a lot of like, I don't know, going out and fucking hang gliding over a volcano.
Do you think you would? I will never be able to prove this take. I think most people wouldn't change their daily lives. I think it would take centuries for people to start doing other things.
Yeah.
Than they do now day to day.
I would watch every
One Piece.
movie that has
Sorry.
won a I don't remember Academy Award, Oscar. I would
A
watch
Grammy?
every single one of those movies. Reason being, you can't watch every movie ever because
Oh,
people
you
are
don't have time.
making dumb movies every day.
Oh.
Mhm.
And so
You could watch all of YouTube.
How come
no,
not saying
you
One
could
Piece?
not, because more YouTube would be created
But eventually,
as you were living.
Until
so it's not.
it's not.
Well, then it'll
But
be
if I
just the
live forever-
reactions of the reactions of
No,
the reactions.
she's talking about like an end
of
of service for YouTube. Then people wouldn't be posting videos on YouTube anymore. There would be a definite end.
Which like
the
would be a
content.
very long time.
You
from
don't
now.
think YouTube is going to live forever
I mean,
if I
it
do?
probably will, but like, but there's at least hope that you would like be able to finish.
So,
Yeah.
I know what you all must be wondering. Damien, why are you talking about this? Why are you asking this question? Because
The God Emperor?
not the God Emperor, the Eldari.
Ooh.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
they're
be
so
talking about
cool.
them.
Tell me about them.
So, after the eternal war with the Necrons, or the war in heaven with the Necrons and the old ones, the old ones all died. The Necrons fucked off and decided to live inside of their own tomb worlds.
Based.
What did that leave? Well, that left orcs running around doing orc shit.
Yeah.
Daka.
And then it left the Eldari. What did the Eldari do? They conquered the fucking galaxy. There's no one there to oppose them. So they did. They invented all sorts of crazy shit. And now what are they going to do? Just kind of vibe.
Watch every
Just
movie.
kind of watch every movie.
Get really good at juggling.
Get
Not,
jacked.
not quite yet. We're
Oh.
going to get to that. I'm
That's
glad
crazy.
that you brought that up, though.
That's wild.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's an insane statement.
Juggling is part of the lore?
So
Okay.
Lee's canon.
the Eldari got bored.
Yeah.
And that
Obviously.
is probably the worst thing that has happened to our galaxy.
Yeah.
Well, definitely one of.
Okay.
The Eldari got bored. So they started to do things that gave them pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
This would be things like minor cuts.
I
This
know
would
where
be
this is
things
going.
like starting to torture one another.
Okay.
Overindulging in all
Oh,
of their
we're getting into
things.
the.
We're starting to get into some of that stuff.
Okay.
Hanky panky.
various sexual acts. They just started to kind of go a little bit crazy, and then a little bit crazier, and a little bit
Mhm.
crazier.
Debauchery.
At a certain point, some Eldari decided that they didn't want to fucking deal with any of that, so they created these massive, I believe it's fleets, is what their craft worlds are, right?
It's like a giant. I think it's just like a giant floating, like a almost like a world-sized ship.
Dang.
Cool.
They started crafting those and being like, "You guys do whatever the fuck you're gonna do. I don't want to fuck with that."
That's fair.
They
and
literally
they-
invented the club.
Pretty much.
See, I was thinking about like the vaults, but just like in ship
Mm.
form.
Mhm. Okay.
Vault Club.
They fucked off somewhere else. Meanwhile, the Eldari continued to do all these debaucherous kinds of acts
Mm-hmm.
until they, Warhammer community will just say this: they fucked a chaos god into existence.
Mm-hmm.
All of their debaucherous acts gave rise and birth of Slanesh,
My girlfriend.
Wesley's girlfriend.
Wesley's girlfriend,
I love her
And-
very much.
doomed the entire Eldari race to, if they die, their soul goes to Slanesh.
All
All of them.
Should've been
Ooh.
me.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
I didn't know that either. I
unfortunate.
didn't know it was all of them. That's fucked up.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Down with the ship.
That's why
down
they-
with
yeah.
the crew.
that's why they have soul stones on the craft world Eldars. The ones who made the craft worlds, that crafted the worlds and then flew away. They have. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm stepping on your toes. I got ahead of myself. Yeah, so they've got soul stones in their armor, so that when they die, their soul gets sucked into the stone, and then the stone gets collected by their fellow warriors, and then brought back to the craft world to be put into like other constructs and things like that to protect it, to keep it from being eaten by Slanesh.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sucks. Also, kind
Oh.
of crazy that the ones that weren't debaucherizing are the ones that left. Like, wouldn't you send the party people away, not you?
No.
Well, it's like a house party. People show up, they
Oh.
start getting wasted.
And you're like, I'm gonna head out.
I thought
Yeah,
they
yeah,
put
okay.
them on the ship and were like, go do that
Nope.
somewhere else.
No,
No,
No.
they were the
No.
ones that left.
Yeah,
they got on the ship and were
normal
like, "Oh, we're too cool for you." Pinkies up, and then
we're
Yeah.
took off.
scholars.
I don't have like all the information on it, but I think like these debaucherous people were getting like more influence over the Eldari civilization. So it wasn't one of those things where it could be all like, "Hey, powers that be,
Mm.
let's
Just chill
outlaw
out.
that. Let's chill out on that."
I think you've had a
no.
little too much to drink.
No, yeah, the guy who owns the house is one of the people who's also getting fucking wasted. So
Mm.
can't really stop anything there. The Rise of Slanesh also created the Eye of Terror,
Oof.
Ooh.
which
It's so cool.
Tell us about it.
I don't know enough, but it's cool. I read about it.
Nice.
pop off.
That's all I know.
Okay.
At one point, I could be wrong because again, like I don't know a lot, but at one point in some of the books I was reading, they go to a planet that's like really close to it, and it's just wild.
Is
And
it-
there's like demon hosts and shit that like people will like summon and try and utilize for their own purposes, but the demons are like really powerful, so if you're not in charge of them, then they just kind of wreak havoc. It's just cool. That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean
Extent of
that's
my knowledge.
That's pretty much it, though. The Eye of Terror is this area where real space and the Imperium don't really have borders between one another anymore. It's all intertwined, interfused, and entire planets could be just completely covered with demons, just doing demon shit.
Demons.
It's also where a lot of the traitor legions, quote unquote, reside.
That's us.
No,
Traitor.
traitor.
Oh.
Got it. Okay. I just in my brain I was like, traitor.
Yeah, like us.
We're traders.
We're
but
Slanesh.
that's trader,
Yeah.
not traitor.
Yeah, I didn't hear
Yeah.
traitor either.
Yeah, traitor.
Yeah, we're also not Space Marines, so
Stop the Sith.
You get it.
Not joining.
The thing about juggling, you said that you wanted one useless skill to perfect.
Yeah.
That is what the Craft World Eldar do. They pick a task, I don't know, fucking blacksmithing, for instance, right?
Okay.
And then they
Yeah.
focus on blacksmithing until they are like a fucking master in blacksmithing. Then they move on to the next thing, which could eventually be juggling.
Yeah.
And they work on juggling until they are absolute fucking masters at it. And then they move on to the next thing. This, hopefully, helps to avoid them falling into some of the more debaucherous kinds of acts.
Yeah.
That's
Idle
kinda
hands
fucked
and
up.
whatnot.
we could get Slanesh too. And they're what? Blacksmithing?
electric boogaloo.
The Drukari are Eldar, who are still at the house, still fucking partying away.
Okay.
They, instead of trying to avoid Slanesh, they almost feed Slanesh other people.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh.
By giving them a good time at the party.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, you know, like
come on
eviscerating,
in.
flaying their flesh while they're still alive, and then continuing to poke and prod at them constantly.
That's wild.
See, why don't they do the fun stuff with them?
What? No, you don't got to bring any alcohol. Come on over.
Yeah.
And then kill them.
One of the ways that they actually avoid death and falling into Slanesh's realm is they'll often leave a piece of their flesh with some of the what is that group? Do you remember that group?
The flesh keeper.
Homunculus,
The homunculus.
the onculi. Yeah,
Yeah, the homunculi, who, if they die elsewhere, they can come back through this piece of flesh left
Huh.
with the homunculi.
That's sick.
That's wild.
Okay.
That's like that
I have
is
so
wild.
many questions.
What a crazy world.
I
we're in.
don't know if I'll be able to answer. many
No,
or
it's
all of them.
okay. I just need to go read now.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, listeners. You smell bad.
That's crazy.
Okay, so
Eldar.
are this Linettes, the demonettes?
The
I forgot what
demonettes.
that's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
The
See,
demonettes, yeah.
I thought I was making
That's
shit up.
yeah.
I did.
Spanish
I'm Mr.
demons.
40K.
It sounds very World
That's-
War II.
Yeah, it does. Are they just other demons? Are none of them Eldar that die and become demonettes? Because that would be pretty
No,
cool.
they're all just demons. Yeah.
I should have wrote 40K.
Hmm.
I mean,
But,
you can.
Nah.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
like no
actually,
rules,
while
really.
we're recording this, there's an open submission for Black Library writers.
Is there really?
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
That's so
Wesley.
cool.
Is that what they're called? The
Yeah.
group that writes
The Black
them?
Library. Yeah, the Black Library is Games Workshop's writing, like the
Writing
novels and stuff like that. They were the Black Library,
the Black
and they
Library.
have an open submission currently right now. I think by the time the listeners, I don't know, I just dated things, but yeah, by the time they hear this, it's going to be done.
Listeners, we've recorded this 2 years in advance.
We did
won't,
not.
Mhm.
we won't know anything anymore. Monster
Yeah.
Hunter World dropped today
All I want
Yeah.
in the
is
past.
for them to just always have physical copies of things because I'm bad at reading, but I want to have them on my bookshelf. That's all I ask. I don't want to
Games
be a
Workshop?
writer. Yeah, I just want
You
to
just
be
want
able to
the Black
buy.
Library.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Fair.
libraries,
Oh,
Did you want to talk about your short-term goals?
well,
before
you
we
got a
begin?
koozie.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to, because we talked about how like changing up goals and whatever. I think most of that conversation was off mic, but just
Yeah,
that
I did. I
we-
did send a message to everybody about if you have short-term goals that have not been realized, like you're more than welcome to swap them out for something that makes sense whenever while we're playing. I figure like some of the ones that I gave or like we talked about are a lot harder than I originally thought. Like I don't know, defeating an elite enemy.
I do want to say that is, especially now that I've read the skill, I think it is doable. I don't think it's fun playable.
I just looked at my short-term goal. It's earn the trust of my teammates,
I trust you, bro.
but I don't fucking spend any time with them.
Rip.
So I was just like, what a awful
Relatable.
thing to choose, and then just be like, I'm never gonna see you guys again. It's gonna be great chatting in our downtime, but bye.
Yeah. I'm going to change my short-term goal to have a sword to my neck. So
Oh yeah, there we go.
If I
got him.
instead of setting short-term goals now, can I just wait till I do something cool and be like, that was it?
No, I very specifically said that that's not the thing.
Just say I want to do something really cool.
I have one goal.
Um,
One opportunity.
so if you'd like, go ahead and search through your goals.
Can I help?
Ow.
Sure, but in just a second,
Wow.
I think there's something.
Yeah, Wesley, shut up. Excellent.
okay.
All right.
That was it. We just wanted to shut you up.
No, you opened the can.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wow.
didn't hear it either.
I'm
Rip.
sorry.
Man.
I heard
Well,
it. in
the
my
list. It looks like there's a sound on the thing here,
That's
so the
okay.
listeners probably hear it.
There's no
They
sound there.
appreciate me. You
Wesley
guys don't
really
appreciate me. The
couldn't
the
shut up.
listeners do.
Yeah,
So that's why we didn't hear it.
that soundbite's actually just
Listen.
me going.
Yeah.
That's what it can sound like now.
All right,
Mhm.
Yeah.
let's go ahead and kind of speed round through some short-term goals if
Let's
you would
start
like
over
to
there.
change any of them. Aries.
Mine are replace body parts, gain Xenos knowledge.
Okay. Did you choose the replaced body part before you had your voice box
Yes,
changed?
I did. So I need a new one.
And 50
Yeah.
XP.
You get 50 XP and you need a new goal.
All right, 50 XP.
While you're thinking about that, Elara.
The one I wanted to change is to change it to be return to favor with the ship's ecclesiarchy. I think that one's pretty doable in downtime.
Mhm.
But that's the only one I want to change.
Okay.
If you're cool with that
Yeah,
one.
that's fine.
Okay, sick.
Sweet. Gore.
I'm not changing any of mine. I've got improve influence with the Eldari, so off to a good start there.
Mhm.
And then the other one that we talked about
Yep.
that is secret.
His other goal is to kill the party.
Yeah.
In
How
mine,
do you spell TPK?
TEA? Can mine? For one of mine being wielded an Adari weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about? Hold on.
You sounded upset. You're like,
I
okay.
didn't even type it yet.
Fucking thanks.
Yeah, true.
Gosh.
How do you spell wield?
W.
EILD?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it is.
I before E.
Is it
Except
really?
after C.
Except after C.
And
And all
W.
the
But
other
that's not
words
true,
that
yeah.
don't do that.
Is that how you spell wield?
Let me
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, you were right.
Or you can
No,
spell it
I was wrong. They were right.
WHEELED.
Spell Adari. Someone spell Adari.
Wheel of the
Yeah, that's actually what you want to do is you actually want to become an Uber driver who takes Eldari weapons places. You want to wield the Eldari weapons. All right.
That's
After
my
that
second
pun, I
goal.
will see my way out. Thank you very much, Stephanie.
What's my second goal? Oh my god, he hates me.
Get good.
But,
Get good.
My
That's
second
what you
goal.
should.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean? Figure it out.
okay, what are your goals? One head?
My goals are to earn the trust of new teammates
I'm never gonna trust you.
and find out more about my pendant.
About the One Piece.
About my pendant.
How many pendants you got?
Oh,
One.
at least one.
I had to think about it. The One Piece is real.
What's your other goal? Oh god, oh fuck. I didn't know there was gonna be a fucking quiz. I'm glad someone thinks I'm funny here, man. These guys think I'm a sardine.
At least one of us does.
That's the entire reason I was brought in was just to laugh at Wesley because everyone else wasn't doing it. So
Dude, I know.
We
I'm
should
the
just
one.
record one episode. Interrupted you.
No, go on.
We should just record one episode where we're just making those noises and act like it's normal.
we go, and then
Just try and convey the emotion. It'll be a real test of us, like our voice acting, like our ability to convey emotion without words,
true interpretive dance,
but with sound.
interpretive sound.
Dude, Lady Gaga's new video is wild.
I could just sound like Blue from Blue's Clues.
Just think
Dude,
about
Steve
dance.
is sign language. Oh, true.
I was like, what?
Dance.
dancing.
Interpretive dance.
Yeah.
Dance. Dude, abracadabra. It's wild. Everyone needs to watch it.
What's my
Okay,
second
why?
goal?
What's wild
Dude,
about
should I
it?
pick Ferrocrate Fresh? Fresh.
What?
What?
Should I pick Ferrocrate Flesh or Bio Lightning or Hemorrhage?
The
Flush,
first
probably.
one sounds like
I don't know, man. I can stun people.
Ferrocrete Fresh is
Like
the name of your clothing line that you're going to come out with.
Then do hemorrhage.
But flesh. I keep almost saying fresh, but flesh.
fresh.
You
Ma-
could be so Ferrocrete fresh, though.
True.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
I'll probably get one more. Yeah, you're right. I'll get
40K like meal delivery service. Feral Crate Fresh.
Wait,
Yes, I love it. Get your corpse starch delivered to you.
They're just in iron crates.
Kill every Odari. Is that a short term?
All of them.
All of them. I'll just have one goal for now. It's better
Okay.
than I have in real life.
I have no goals.
Yeah, that's.
All right, are we all good?
His
on-
one goal is to find the
What
antidote.
are you looking at?
I was spacing out at the applesauce.
Go to with the
It's right
sauce.
there.
Is
You
everyone
have
goal
applesauce?
ready?
Yeah, I literally announced it.
Can you hand me one?
I don't
Joseph?
think you were in here actually.
Yeah. Wesley, you would like an
Wow.
applesauce
I
that
would like an
no one has
applesauce that no one
offered
has
to you at
offered me.
all today.
Thank you.
I have blood.
Listeners,
Dice. They're not made of real blood.
Nor are they real dice.
to be.
They're
Thank
pokey.
you very much, my
Maybe.
dear friend.
Wesley just got an applesauce.
I have
Thank
an
you.
applesauce as well.
All right, are we
No
good?
problem.
We good?
Yeah.
You good on goals?
Okay, let's do a recap, please.
Rickety, rickety,
I
recap.
got called a monkey.
By who?
The invisible knife.
I'll
I'll
do the
fight
recap.
No, you won't. You're over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Last time on the name of this campaign.
Occulti Emergentium.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom tight. I hate that joke. I hate when people do that. Holy shit! Last time we went to the planet, there was a line. We were like, "That's pretty lame," and then we were like, "Can we not sing this line?" And then they were like, "No, you gotta sing this line." And then Gor was like, "We're not singing this line." And I was like, "Is that a shop?" And then I went, "Wah wah wah," and I was like, they were like, "Buy this," and I was like, "I'm poor." And he was like, "Okay, buy this instead. It's $1 billion." And then Aries was like, "That's too much." And then we were like, $300. And then we went upstairs and we waited for the train. And then we got off the train, but not Aries. Aries was like, I gotta go somewhere else on this train. So then Aries left, and then we left first. And then we went into this library. And then the librarian was like, you'll have to wait and fill out these forms. And then Alana, I always want to say Alama, but that's not right.
Yeah, that's not right.
There was a llama there.
Oh, true. I'm getting to that. But Lana was like, okay, I'll follow these forms. And then Gor was like, this is stupid. Let's just go. And I went to stop Gor. And then these floating blades were like, what the fuck are you doing? And here we are.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was real good.
technically that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean technically? That's beat
I'm
for beat,
still
bar
a
for
little bit
bar.
lost, but okay.
Where are we right now?
Technically correct.
the
That's
floating
kind of
blade.
correct.
She knows more than I do. All right, Damien, if you would.
Wait,
Never mind.
where's Drusilla right now?
Drusilla, you're still in the warp. You are still traveling to this place. It's a little bit of flash in the past. And it's one of the nights that you are laying in your quarters. And you suddenly start feeling a burning sensation from your chest. About where the pendant is.
Has this happened before?
No.
Oh. Ow. I don't know what that was.
It continues to burn until you're starting to feel it like singe your flesh.
I'm gonna wrap it in a cloth. Is it just the pendant that burns, or is it the chain or the cord too?
Seems to be just the pendant.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap it in a cloth.
You wrap it quickly, and that's when you look up to notice that the door to your quarters is open.
Oh God. Oh man. Okay. I assume I don't normally leave it open.
No.
Okay.
It was closed moments ago.
Am I on the same ship?
You're on the same ship.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna poke my head out and look down the hallways.
You poke your head out, but instead of seeing the interior of the ship, you're seeing one of the tunnels from the Hive City.
Oh fuck. Okay. Does it lead to anywhere I recognize?
I mean, it looks like any other tunnel that you've traveled through.
Alright, is it open on both ends?
Yes.
The
hall, this tunnel seems to go farther than you can see to the left and farther than you can see to the right.
And those are the only directions?
Those are the only directions.
I don't see anything else.
No.
I'm gonna close my door and open it again.
Honestly, valid.
You close your door, you open it again. The scene has changed. It's closer to an area that you remember. You're starting to see the craggy, like blackened scabs on the floor, denoting some cool bits of lava. You look down into your hand, and there is your gas mask.
I'm gonna put it on.
And as you put it on, you're feeling that the gas mask is now hot.
Oh.
And almost like it is fusing to the skin around your head.
I'd like to take it off.
You try and start pulling, but it's starting to pull the flesh as well. As then you look in front of you and you see your quarry, your first kill.
Is it dead?
No.
Oh.
It is currently standing, looming over something, scratching at itself violently.
Can I see what it's looming over?
You want to get closer?
Yeah.
You get closer, as then you see it scratching, and it seems to be looming over a sphere. And as you're looking closer, it looks almost like a planet, but a planet that could just fit in the palm of your hand. And then the creature just lashes at it, and as it lashes, it seems to hit something around the orb. And as it pulls away, you're noticing that the clawed hand of this creature has been evaporated. Like
Oh.
3 of the claws have just disappeared,
Wow.
and then it just screams.
Oh, my next step was to touch the thing, but I don't want to do that anymore.
Roll me a discipline check.
Discipline.
Which discipline?
This. It's going to be a hard discipline
Oh.
check. It's minus 20.
Okay. I failed by 3.
Okay. You go over to it, and at first, you try and punch it, but then the front parts of your knuckles have just faded away. You're not even feeling the pain from them. They're just not there. And then you reach and grab your dagger. Your special dagger from, what was that, your 3rd kill?
I don't remember which one.
I think it was your 4th, actually.
Drusilla remembers, but I don't.
From your 4th kill, you grab the dagger, and then you plunge it. But this time, it doesn't stop. It goes all the way through the planet. And then it splits open, and you wake up. You are currently standing in the lower decks of the Stern Spirit. You're not sure how much time has passed, but you're seeing that there's 3 bodies around you and blood dripping from your dagger.
Oh, that's not good. Is it real? Does it feel like...
It feels like you're coming out of a daydream, yes.
Oh, no. This isn't going to help me earn the trust of my teammates at all.
Oh no.
Am I near my quarters at all?
No.
No. I'm going to look around. Is there like a washroom or something nearby? So I can...
It does seem that there is a bucket near a drain pipe that is leaking, just dripping water into it that you could probably use.
Do I recognize these people?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go rinse off my knife and my hands. And anywhere else there's blood.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll a check for that. You
Oh, like an infomercial.
Yeah. You manage to clean yourself off enough. You're passable at the very least now. You begin navigating your way up and through the void ship decks until you see... do you remember the name of that voidsman? Your friend.
My friend Katrina?
Katrina, thank you. You see Katrina. Drusilla, are you okay? You've been, well, gone from your quarters for a few days now.
A few days? Yeah, I think I just got lost.
Oh, well, okay, I'm glad to see that you're safe. Did you come from the lower levels?
Yeah.
I would avoid those areas. The crew's necessary down there, but a lot of them are less than friendly.
Okay.
I do apologize, but I believe that your teammates have already departed for Jesspace Prime.
Oh.
There are constant transport shuttles sending and receiving supplies from the planet, though, if you'd like to join the next one.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Okay.
I'll go pack my stuff.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I just got lost. I'm not familiar with the ship yet. I probably wandered a little bit too much.
Do you have a Vox feed, Vox communications?
I do.
Okay. If you ever get lost again, and she gives you like the frequency for her personal Vox feed, anything at all, just reach out.
Okay.
Appreciate all the help.
Yeah. I'll do that next time.
Okay.
I don't even think I brought my Voxcaster with me, so I
Okay.
wasn't planning on being gone for days.
I'm just surprised that you didn't realize that. That's. Should we do like
I think I might have hit my head, so I might have just been
Oh,
out for a
well, we
while.
can have the medic check.
Oh, no, I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
You use Voxcasters to call Vox beads?
Vox beads have shorter term or shorter range
I see.
communications. I think it's within a mile, and a Voxcaster is a few miles.
Okay. Thank you.
Voxcaster would be like a full radio,
Mm.
whereas the Vox bead is just that little in-ear
Mhm.
kind of communication.
Okay.
A
thank you.
I
Voxcaster
have
could
both.
reach a Vox bead from far away, but not the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we follow Drusilla as she navigates through the ship, gets to the hangar, and flies down to the planet. Meanwhile, there's two people here who have knives to their throats. These knives seem to have materialized.
Not me. I'm doing paperwork.
She's there. She
Yeah.
doesn't have an
Gor's-
eye.
Oh yeah, that's right.
These knives seem
Gor's
to
got his hands in the air.
materialize.
That's crazy.
Leading to a relatively slender form, but you can feel just a presence like looming over you both.
One presence?
Presences, one each.
Okay.
Do you care to explain what it is that you're doing here?
I
You got it.
believe that you are who we are delivering a package to.
But no patience. You know that your imperial system requires paperwork for all these things.
Yeah.
To whom
I-
do you serve?
Lord Militant Tor.
Ah, Solomon.
Yeah.
Do you have something for me?
I do. If you don't mind, I'm going to reach for it. It's in my bag.
Very well.
All
It's
right.
not likely you can do much to us, anyways. And they pull their knives away. You're seeing that the knives are like greenish in color with like some form of a purple ovoid shape kind of towards the hilt that seems to be almost pulsing something as it's going through some like carved in lines in the blade itself.
All right. I'm just going to reach into my bag and I take out the package.
And I take out a gun.
You see the long, slender arm reach over and pluck it from your own hands and starts opening it. It's fine. Let them move about.
He would turn around.
At this point, you are staring at the chest of a Eldari. They are about 7 or 8 feet tall. These two seem to be in customary Eldar armor. So these kind of armor plates that are relatively thin, all things considered, but seem to be incredibly durable over their entire forms, except for their head. They are not wearing any helmets right now. They have each of them have these kind of like ponytails coming out from pretty high on the back of their heads. Their kind of longer ears showing quite visibly for all to see. Although it is just you two in here and servo skulls.
How big is a
do
knife or dagger?
It's
Like compared to me.
compared to you, it'd be a little bit longer than a standard issue sword, but not by much.
I'm sorry if I caused any trouble. I just felt like it was probably better for us to get this information to you as quick as possible.
I'm sure. It's always patience with them. Seems that their short lives have them always in such a hurry. going through the data pad. Oh, well, this is quite interesting. Has Solomon given you any other information to give me, or is this it?
I believe that is it, as far as I know.
Unfortunate.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, looks over to the other Eldar. You see, we are currently on a hunt. There seems to be some of our fallen brethren who are more active around this, your subsector here.
Okay.
And, well, frankly, we need to eliminate them.
You mean the Drukari, correct?
Yes. Do you have any further information about their whereabouts?
I do know that they operate pretty extensively in this sector. I used to have to deal with them when I was working as a naval armsman.
And where exactly did you engage with these foes?
In the space in the sector between the planets.
Did you notice anything about the proximity to the Aznith Abyss? Or the Aznith Rift?
That was out of character. Phil asking here. That was the when we were talking about that. That was when they where a lot of the raiding parties were, right? Or
I believe you would have probably had more activity closer to the Cytheris subsector, which is adjacent to Drimor. Go ahead and give me a... What do we want to call this? A logic test?
Oh, I have information about that.
Really quick, I wish it was Abyss because the alliteration would have been nice.
It is Abyss.
Nice.
I double
Yeah.
checked. Oh, come
Very
on.
cold.
All right. So a logic test.
Papers. Yeah, I think it's logic. Yeah, logic.
Okay. Or navigation. Well, it's the same thing, but
Same, but different.
Yeah, we could say navigation also works.
I got a 22, so that's one level of success.
One
One
level of
critical
success.
Oh, and critical success. Yeah, 22. Thank
know
you.
everything.
Okay. They did seem to come from the, or were more prevalent around the Aznith Abyss.
Okay.
At first, it was mostly just raiding parties, but towards the last part of your career before your current endeavors with Solomon Tror, it was a good deal of smaller, almost scouting parties. Like they were looking for something.
Progressively, the activity coming from the Aznith Abyss had increased in the sector here. Towards the end, even increasing to scouting parties almost. So that did seem where the activity was arising from. This is, of course, a little while ago before I came on with Lord Militant Tor. So,
one of the Eldari that you've been talking to mostly raises his voice. Galatia, please stop it with the paperwork. They're free to come by. Well, it's not going to be your head if this paperwork isn't filed properly, but yes, of course, Elara, go ahead. I'll fill the rest out for you, as normal.
Thank you. And I awkwardly hand her the paperwork back, and there's some of it done, but there's a lot of places where there's just like a question mark in the top corner of things I was going to ask her about. I'm not really sure what that means, so I'm oh. Whew.
And it's
Good.
all written in High Gothic, so it's a lot harder to translate over.
And they have all that legal jargon as well, so it's
much legal
extra.
jargon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you feel like a dickhead for not finishing it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just kind of feel bad. I'm like,
I
oh.
hate when that. This is like the most real moment I think.
It's like when you're at the doctor's
Mhm.
office and they come to get you
They're
before
not
you're
done
done.
yet.
And
Yeah, and
they're
they're
like,
like,
you can
"Oh,
take it with you.
Yeah, and you're like,
And you're like, but I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
I already put my insurance information on this page. Why do I need it on this other page? Oh, well, because that's a completely different form. But it's numbered
Right.
like it's the same form. Though.
But it's one doctor's office. How many forms do you need?
Why can't you just take a copy of my insurance?
You also
You've
already
already-
have.
Oh, yeah.
I filled this form out every time that I've come here for the past 5 years.
I love the public library.
So I hand it to her, and then I am good to like come into the same area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flip.
I'm gonna roll a test actually.
For the flip.
The sus test. See how sus you guys look.
Sus. No.
Dude,
I don't
I'm a
like
normal
it.
looking lady.
Come with me.
Am I not?
Have you seen your Minnie? You're not a normal looking lady.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, like, other than being a sanctioned psyker, like, I look
Your eyes are glowing, and you got a big bald head.
Yeah, but like not right
Yeah.
now. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm so bald. I'm not glowing right now.
You're like
She
Mega
just
Mind.
called you a 5-head. My God.
She just said you look like Mega Man.
he does. She does.
No.
Sorry.
No, she doesn't.
Come this way. I don't like the presence of your servo skulls. And takes you into a back room where you can see this seems to be almost like a yep, did a flip. Nice.
Thank you.
It seems to be almost like a kitchenette kind of a thing, a small little relaxing area, some couches to the side. You're seeing that there's like a sink and some other like minor amenities for the workers, of which you've only seen one.
It's a break room.
It's a break room.
No, it's a kitchenette.
Okay.
It's like a demonette, but a kitchen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like a demonette, but completely
A
different.
kitchenette of Slanesh.
And
Oof.
walks over to a corner of the room that just seems kind of bland. And as this Eldari approaches, suddenly materializing there seems to be a hatch.
Fuck.
This way. Pops open the hatch and then slides into an adjacent room.
Is it like from the floor?
It is from the floor.
Does he go in first?
He does.
Is the other one still behind us?
Yes.
Gore would go
Candle's
first.
still there.
Mhm.
Okay. I just want to see if it disappeared so I can make it materialize. That's all. I'm gonna go down the hatch.
Okay. Down the hatch, down the hatch, down the hatch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. You all hop down the hatch. And we come back over to Ares.
Yes.
It's kind of a long train ride.
Okay.
You know, like
Oh.
it may have taken like from that third ring to the second ring, maybe like 10 minutes. This one's taken about like 35, 40 minutes.
It's okay. I'll do some people watching.
Okay, roll me an awareness check.
Rolling a people watching check. Let's take
Did you
a
fail?
look.
You go. All the people are watching me.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh no.
That's terrible.
Yeah, crit failed. They all watch you.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
Oh.
A 67 on the die. My awareness is 42, so 2 degrees of failure.
Nice. The Duchess is remarrying for the 9th time. To lose one spouse is a tragedy, but to have lost 8? Simply reckless.
Reckless is a crazy word to use there. Also, you read that off a book?
Mhm.
That book's crazy. That book's
Yeah.
really, I know we've said this already. That's sick that you just have that.
That is Upper Hive Whispers.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, what a good book.
That's amazing.
It's crazy that the spires actually whisper.
Yeah.
My spires yell.
Ayo.
Overall, nothing too exciting, I guess.
Okay.
As you're navigating your way through, But then it stops, and this seems to be the closest stop for the coordinates that were given to you.
All right. Well, I'll get off here and start to look around towards the direction of these coordinates.
Already, you can just feel in the remaining fleshy bits that you have, you can feel the difference here versus like that third or second ring. There seems to be like some smog encircling this area, kind of darker, dreary. The architecture itself is more for function rather than for form.
My kind of place.
It's definitely feeling a lot more at home. Some of the passageways are literally only wide enough for you, like one person, to walk one direction. And you're what?
Sorry.
Okay. And you're continuing to navigate your way along until you see what almost looks like a compound. It's not the first compound that you've seen as you've been going by, but this is the compound that matches the coordinates that were given to you. You're seeing a rusted metal wall with this large gate and a few guards standing out front. They seem to be augmented in various different forms. And then from behind, over the wall, you can see that there's this massive satellite dish and other bits of smoke and fumes kind of coming off. And it also seems that this factory is connected to the maglevs.
Cool. Okay. Remind me what I was told about this area.
You were curious about the augmentations that a certain tech priest had, and he told you to go to these coordinates and speak to X.
X. Okay.
X gonna give it to you.
Ooh,
X,
I hope
X
so.
might give it to you.
I'm going to approach the guard.
As you approach, you are noticing that they are Skitari. Skitari are the Mechanicus's military force.
They are my brethren.
They are... So normal servitors are lobotomized and put to just generic work roles. Skitari would be like one step above that. Still partially lobotomized, but they keep some of their motor functions, and there's even some Skitari that can do like some small unit leadership kinds of stuff with other Skitari Vanguard moving through.
Aren't most Skitari that born or like
They might be.
grown in tubes?
I don't know. Phil, do you know?
I don't know offhand.
Oh,
I do know that they have like that the leaders are the alphas.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna go up to him. Hey, brother, I have been led here by the motive force.
Unidentified.
Yes,
State your name and purpose.
I am Ares Martellu. I am here to meet X.
Designation X, not recognized. Likely referring to Subprefectus X. Subprefectus X is not expecting a meeting at this time.
Well, I am glad that he is not busy.
That was crazy.
I'm going to use that in real life. That was really good.
Go ahead and I could see rapport, or I
Okay.
could see tech.
Ooh.
Skitari are programmed,
Aren't we all?
so you might be
Okay,
able to...
okay. They're programmed with augmetics, so could I use my augmetic specialization along
Sure.
with my tech?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
we're going to say no modifiers to this roll.
I
No
thought he was all
modifiers.
He's
A
robot.
40 even, which is one success.
One success.
Nice.
You're seeing it hesitate, as you said, well, he's not busy then.
Just imagine him going, he's right.
Technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Understood. Opening.
Yes.
And you can see the Skitari like move over to the gate, and then there's a hole in the side wall, and he shoves his mechanical arm all the way into it. As then you're seeing mechanical whirring and some like small like servo arms plug into the arm pieces in various different spots. And once it's all hooked in, he just rotates his arm, unlocking the gate, and which the gate does slide open. If
Well,
you would like.
Ooh,
Thank you, brother. And I will slide this gate open.
That's
so
so
cool.
cool.
That's sick.
A little interactive bit of miniature. That's cool.
The doors slide open, and inside you can see that this place is abuzz with movement. You're seeing that there's like cranes moving crates from one spot to another, servitors that are loading up trains as they're heading out to deliver supplies elsewhere throughout the Hive City. You're seeing that there's these massive Prometheum tanks that are being used to fuel all of the fires and furnaces within. It actually looks like most of the furnaces are part of the superstructure of the ship, as you're seeing that some shipments are coming in with some kind of like, it looks just like sand being like poured down into these vents. And as they go in, you're seeing in various other places coming up from the ground that there seems to be like some liquid iron getting poured out and cooled up here before it then gets moved down below once again to be shaped into something new and put into these different boxes that then the servitors are beginning to load. And you're seeing that this communications platform high above seems to have a bunch of these control panels that various tech priests are currently working at. And as you walk in, you are actually seeing a tech priest over at a data terminal, a cogitator,
Okay.
currently plugging away.
And cogitators are usually a little bit smarter, right, than the servitor or outside.
Cogitators are just computers.
Okay.
But the person operating this cogitator is a tech priest, not
good.
a
Okay.
Skitari.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Hello, brother. Oh, hello, brother. I forgot to do the voice.
I keep forgetting that happened until you do that again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
There is no scheduled visit, especially not from, it looks you up and down, technomats.
If it's not a
Damn.
derogatory.
I am here to see X. I'm going to use his full rank. I forgot what you just told me.
Subprefectus.
Subprefectus X.
Oh, almost perfect.
Mhm.
X.
Ooh, okay. I need to write that down somewhere.
I'm smart because I know Latin.
Yeah, you are.
Subprefectus X is not looking for any visitors.
I have been led here by the motive force.
Go ahead and roll me. I'm gonna need a check from you. You could do presence. You could do rapport.
Okay, and
linguistics.
And can I add my
Your influence. To
influence
this.
with
Yes.
the Adeptus Mechanicus?
That's going to give you +1 automatic success level to
Cool.
this test.
Okay,
And I'm going to say that this is routine, so that's +20 to your roll.
nice. Okay, well, let's watch me screw this up.
Which one are you doing?
I don't know.
Presence, if you're just trying to be like, no, I belong here. Rapport, if you're just trying to like talk with the guy. Linguistics, if you're just trying to
Pick the perfect sentence.
yeah.
How about intuition? Because I'm trying to like understand how everything works around here, and I'm starting to like glean what each of these machines does.
That's fine.
All right. Ooh, it's a good thing that nope. Wait,
Mm.
I'm gonna spend a fate
I'll
because
tell you
I
mine.
am one under what I need with all those things added.
Oh,
I am
that's
one
wild.
under. Yeah, so I am gonna spend the one fate.
Wait, one under or one over?
I was one. I mean, yeah, one over.
Okay. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am one short.
One.
One away from
One
where
tall.
you want to be.
Yeah.
One tall.
I'm like, this verbiage
Wait.
is not helping me.
so wait,
I
if
have
you're-
a 73. I needed it a 72.
Gotcha.
You needed a 72 or lower.
Wait, then with the +1
no, that's
success level,
that's
then
with the-
you have
That's
failure
with
with
all of my
0.
pluses.
Oh wait, true.
With the success level?
Yeah.
Well, he still fails.
No, I've already added 30.
because you'd have 0 successes. What? Well,
Oh, you added 30. Oh, never mind. Okay.
You add 20 with, and then you gain 1 success level.
Yes. Okay.
So-
So I have 1 negative, and
If
I need
you
to
fail, you
re-roll.
fail,
You
yes.
need to re-roll.
and I do
Wesley, look at me roll.
worse.
Dude,
Are you
uh,
serious?
Nice.
Oh my god.
All right. You want to
I-
burn fate?
No. Wait, do it
Yeah.
so I don't have to do it.
I think it's worth it.
Okay, that
I-
permanently lowers your fate points.
Remind us.
Alright.
Does he
And-
now get to pick?
You get to pick if you'd like. You can pick what you rolled.
Oh,
Whoa.
Just roll what you want.
Get double zeros. Just kidding. That's bad.
dude, it shouldn't
A
be.
1.
Get
Yeah,
a
just
lesson.
get a
Get an
1.
11. So you crit.
Wow. 11.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
an
just
11.
roll what you
Let's
just
do-
roll what you want.
I roll what I want.
He
An
rolls
11. What do you think you say to this guy? And I'll just say that as you're speaking, this obviously going to be fantastic,
Oh, yeah,
rousing,
definitely.
like Emmy award-winning speech. You're feeling,
Why is it Emmy?
I don't know.
Not even going for like.
Well, hey,
Oscars.
Tony
Leave it
Award
alone.
winning.
An Oscar.
This is-
You're feeling less. You're feeling less of yourself speaking and more of the emotive force moving its way through
Ooh.
you.
Yes, yes. I am speaking about like the different processes coming in and out, and how I will like join and become part of one of these processes one day, and it's very rousing.
Okay.
I'm route.
But it's in binaric, so you can't really translate it for
Oh, yeah.
us normies to hear. Yeah, understand.
That's what it sounds like. Sorry, editor. That's the editor sound.
Beep boop beep.
Oh wait, yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
it.
In almost perfect harmony, binary sequence comes out from this tech priest. 101110110011001100110011001.
I like- I like to think that they just like open their mouth and it's like the dial-up sound.
Yes. Oh,
I think
dude,
that's like exactly what it's like.
the Matrix scream is one of my
Ooh.
favorite sound effects.
I love
ever.
that sound.
Isn't it? So
I'm glad
cool?
that you said that because that's like one of my like a core memory.
I know, right?
I've never seen The Matrix.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
brother, we're gonna watch
I'm
it
not
sometime.
surprised.
I love the Matrix.
Matrix is pretty good. We used to do the elevator scene as the sound test for surround sound
Okay.
while I was growing up.
That's a good scene.
He has no idea.
What Wesley? How was Lord of the Rings? Since you
Oh, fuck.
said you saw it.
To be fair, it's not my fault.
It's 100%
It's
his
literally
fault.
everyone else's fault. We can't get into this. It'll start a fight.
It will start a fight.
But thank you for asking.
God.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deep lore now.
Um,
But elevators.
yeah, the sequence kind of like is returned, and you are free to move through.
Nice.
You're seeing a couple other servitors working on things. You are noticing that there is a human workforce
Hmm.
that's also a part of all of this. You're seeing that some humans are tasked with transporting the promethium from these massive fuel tanks over to the different mechanisms that apparently serve as like import for the fuel. You're seeing that some of them are tasked with working with an auto scrivener who is jotting down notes about current stock of certain resources. And that particular instance, you are noticing that the human who's working with that auto scrivener is visibly frustrated. But leading back kind of past some of these different boxes and crates, you are seeing the ladders leading up to the top of this communications platform.
Is there a reason they would be using humans instead of like servitors and like stronger like machine implements?
Ain't no machine stronger than me.
There's so many machines stronger than
The
hydraulic press.
Mathematically speaking, we know at least one machine that's stronger than you.
True.
And it's a hydraulic press.
What is the lowest workforce that you can get if you are in the Mechanicus? What is the lowest bit of workforce you can get? A human. Humans
Okay.
easily replaceable. If they die, nothing is lost.
Okay.
If a tech priest or technomat dies, then that is lost knowledge. If a servitor dies, then that is broken technology.
What's a
Hmm.
technomat?
A technomat is the lowest ranks of the Mechanicus.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would be a technomat if I was like indoctrinated.
I would say that you're probably more like a novitiate.
Techno rug.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're at least at the rug level. You're not a mat.
I'm a techno Matthew, actually.
That's your formal name.
But yeah, it's not uncommon for just civilian populace to work forges.
Okay.
And you would notice that these civilian populace are the ones handling mostly fuel,
The dangerous stuff.
the dangerous stuff.
Cool.
Looking at the stock that they're examining, it doesn't look like it's the best placed. Like, it's a little precarious kind of around some of that as things are like hanging off of pieces.
Okay. And at this point, do I understand with my intuition roll that was so great what they are actually producing here?
Yeah, so it seems like this is producing mostly just like iron ingots and iron implements.
Okay.
You have noticed, because of your fantastic crit on your intuition roll,
Only cost everything.
these bits of iron and other like iron implements, iron gears and things have magnetic properties.
Ooh. Magnets. Okay. Cool.
Magneto.
Yes, Magneto.
Fucking magnets. How do they work?
No one knows. Well, I'm gonna head towards the ladder then.
Oh, instead of the former.
Yes.
God damn it.
I'll be
All right,
honest.
you get to the ladder and you climb up the ladder.
Thank you.
And when you reach its apex, you are seeing that these seem to be the most augmented tech priests that are currently residing up here. And one of them seems to have these large coils coming out of its back, sparking electricity off every now and then. However, this one as well seems to have a flesh, organic left arm,
Ooh.
even with the rest of his body heavily augmented.
Now, my right arm is unaugmented.
Hmm.
Okay.
You could be the same
His is
person.
left. Okay. Then when I okay. So I wanted to like shake hands, like augmented to augmented, but that's not gonna work. So, okay, we'll fist bump.
You don't want
It
to
will work if you are really awkward about it.
Gore would make it work.
just bend your
Yeah,
finger
you would.
the other way.
Just
and
rotate
then-
your hand.
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah.
You're a fucking robot guy.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You like that one race?
Yeah, I'm gonna rotate my hand around.
Rakshasa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And brother, I have been led here by the motive force.
By the motive force, you say?
Yes.
Interesting. For what purpose is it that you have come to speak with me? What has the motive force led you here for?
I have heard there is knowledge to be gained.
There is always knowledge to be gained. Of what variety is it that you seek? Why have you come to my forge?
Of the knowledge of the electric nature.
He like flexes his fleshy arm, where you're seeing once again all of these like small nodules placed all throughout, kind of almost looking like a constellation that leads up into his torso. I see. You are here to learn the truth of electro priests.
Yes, I would like to be a circuit for the Omnissiah.
A circuit is a noble endeavor.
Thank you.
However, there are much greater lengths at which electro priests will have to go to?
I am prepared.
If it is this augmentation that you seek, I require services.
I will do what is asked of me. What? Wesley's making faces.
I'm not.
So many faces.
I'm actually just a voice. Please resume.
Okay.
You see, we are having issues with our import. Some of our supplies from Downhive have been looted by local gangers. Now this is a task that is unworthy of current electro priests, as they are busy powering this entire city. If you were able to retrieve these supplies and stop these gangers, we would be able to provide the service you require.
It will be done. And I'm gonna get some more like details from him
Mhm.
about the location and like what type of
1-0-1-1-1-1-1-1-1.
exactly. It's going binary now, and we are passing everything back and forth. And so now I have like a cargo manifest, and like I know what I'm supposed to be getting. Right?
They like
Okay.
the quests.
The things that you are supposed to be getting
Okay.
are there's something called storm shards. It doesn't have any description about them. It simply
Okay.
designates them as storm shards. You know the generalized location at which the attacks have been taking place. It seems that cargo comes from beneath the storm, well away from the Hive City, and then makes its way back through mag rails. But apparently some of these bits of cargo have been failing to actually arrive back from going out. It doesn't have any other designations for the gang other than that they have been pretty insistent and constantly been looting these cargo trains, apparently for like the last several months. And that's about it.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a question, but it's not like this story related. It's kind of like just lore related.
Mhm.
Is there an upper limit to a tech priest techiness? Like, is there only like at what point are they full tech? Is that like the goal, or will they die?
Well, they can always add more. Take a look, for instance. I'm going to actually just show you a picture here.
Goodbye, Phil.
Belisarius Call.
Yes,
That guy's just like a big old pile of mechanics. There are a lot of people in the Mechanus Magos who are just basically brains in jars. Like they describe them literally as just brains in jars in these like giant mechanical
Dang.
like constructions.
Yeah. So right now
Okay.
we're looking at Belisarius Call, and he's much larger than a human at this point.
Dang.
But filled to the brim with augmented components and like different extra arms added on there, multiple legs to carry his whole form. Crazy shit.
Okay.
Weapons
So really
and all sorts
no-
of stuff. Yeah.
No upper limit.
There really isn't. No.
That's crazy.
Living the dream.
You can't bench like me though.
But you always need the brain though. You can't
Yeah, that makes sense.
digitize that because then it becomes AI, and that's
Yeah.
verboten.
Except for that one guy, the secret AI.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not allowed, but
except for that guy.
Well, isn't there? You said.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's ever found out, he's
Yeah.
gonna be he would be hunted down.
And that's why he's the
So,
secret.
Who is this?
The secret AI.
One of the rogue traders
Okay.
has a man of iron
Cool.
as a companion. I'm sorry.
he thinks
he
it's
has a
yeah.
servitor as a
Okay.
companion.
and he thinks it's a servitor too. The Man of Iron himself keeps it a secret even from him. He just
Wow.
like doesn't let anyone know. He's like a Man
Yeah.
of Iron that pretends to be a servitor, but because he knows that if it lets it out that he would be hunted down. So he just pretends to be a servitor.
What a lonely life.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
It's kind of like me. Never letting anyone know.
it's true.
I couldn't
Ooh.
keep going.
Listeners, Wesley is a robot.
Yeah, I ate the
So.
robot fruit.
Yeah, this entire time Wesley's been actually played by ChatGPT.
Hello, I am GPT.
Oh, that's my voice.
Hello, I am ChatGPT.
Oh wow.
No, that's you're allowed to do that because it's off of no longer under copyright.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah, but just because you're
But
allowed
should
to
we?
doesn't mean
We never asked if we should, just if we could.
We come back to you three as you are making your way through this hatch and then down a ladder leading into the superstructure of the Hive City. And as you come down, you see that it is a mid-sized room. I mean, probably like 3 times the size of your guys' quarters. So, like, pretty
So like,
relatively big.
there's no 75-cent coin. Never mind.
Down here, though, you're seeing that there's various different weapons. You're seeing these like Eldari sniper rifle looking things listed
Ooh.
there. You're seeing other spears and some other like larger firearms as well. Out there, you're seeing that there is some other variants of armor in here.
What do you mean variant?
Because it looks kind of like their armor, but
Oh,
this
but
one
different.
has like wings coming off of them. There's another set that seems to have like these smaller limbs coming off of the backs of them. This would be the swooping hawks and warp spiders for those following along at home.
On page 55.
They're not. Don't go there.
There is a holographic display screen in the center of the room showing a map of the subsector that you guys are in. Which, by the way, just as a reminder, you guys are in the Drimor subsector, which you can see just from opening just the front cover of the book. And it seems to have like some informational points in a language that none of you understand. This would be like the Eldari language, written out of like different points of interest. And you are also seeing there seems to be like cots in here, seemingly rudimentary, like almost human in nature, but the fabrics that are used to make this hammock are quite ornate. You all get down there, and this Eldar takes the data pad and like slots it into the display screen, as then a new point of interest is displayed on the map. Interesting. Now, have you all had the honor, I guess, of meeting Gallianus Kurul?
No, I
No.
don't even know who that is.
The Lord
yet.
Governor of Jesspace Prime.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Well, we were allowed here at his whim, which, good for him. We hunt down Drukari in the area, and he harbors us. So, a win-win for the most part. He's been growing distant of late, and it's likely that we're going to have to leave this location. Are you up for a little extra work?
Mm,
As long as it doesn't go against what our
Can I have
Lord
one of your
Militant
weapons?
needs us to do.
No. It shouldn't go against his whims. I'm sure he only gave you the task of coming here and providing me the data. Is that correct?
That is true.
Of course.
Yep.
Correct. So, what I would like you all to do then is, while we are relocating, especially because of all the dissidents in here, we are going to require power, energy. It just so happens that Jesspace Prime is home of various power units that seem to grow almost naturally on the planet's surface. If you would obtain some of these for me, I'll make it worth your while.
This has to There has to be something you're not telling us, right? Like I feel like if it was like, go get this flower, you would have done it yourself by now.
Well, there's quite a lot of eyes below Hive, and as you can see, I'm a foul Xenos.
That is true.
Rather than cause an uproar unjustly and frankly for no real effect, might as well task you all to do it. I care not how you get these crystals, it's just simply that you get them.
Can I have one of your weapons if we bring back the crystals?
You're very interested in these weapons, aren't you?
They are my passion.
Roll a psychic mastery test.
Biomancy?
Not biomancy.
I know, that wouldn't make any sense. I'm doing new dice for this one. If it doesn't go well, I'm never using them again.
No modifier
It's
to the
will.
roll.
No modifiers.
No modifiers.
But I still get my advantage.
Yes.
40 is what I need to beat. Ooh, 36. 1 success level.
One success level. You,
Good dice.
as this Eldar is looking at you, you're feeling like a pressure.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought this would never come up. I think I have something for this if he's trying to lick my brain.
Talking about a psychic hood.
Let me double check. I might be wasting your time, but I don't think I am. I
That
kind
was-
of am.
Yeah,
I know,
no,
it just sounded
it was.
like it was-
That's a real thing. I wasn't making that up. Promise.
I have a mental fortress.
Oh.
I'm going to read this. It might be for nothing. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred. And okay, I'm just going to read the important part.
Mhm.
Your mind cannot be read by psychic powers, and you reduce any damage you would suffer from a psychic power by an amount equal to your willpower bonus.
Oh. Yeah, so you didn't even have to roll. You don't feel the pressure, you feel the presence
Mhm.
of something trying to poke and prod into your
Mental fortress.
impenetrable fortress. Your mind palace. And
I'll just say, once I feel someone shaking the gate, I'll be like,
let me
I'll say, I don't know what you're hoping to find, but I do just really like weapons. And then I'll I don't know if this works mechanically, so if I can't do this, feel free to say so. But I'll crack the door so that he can see, damn, she really likes weapons.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that you can kind of
Guide, like a guided tour.
guide into a specific spot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Impressive. See that you lost to Gor though.
God, fuck. I'm never not reading ever again. I'm only reading from now on.
Gore smirks a
Why
little.
would I even show him that? It's like the centerpiece. What's that? Oh fuck! I forgot to cover that.
Yeah. Don't think about Gore beating me. Don't think about Gore beating me. Oh God, Gore beat me.
Oh,
That doesn't actually say that.
The only thing I can think about is Gore beating me. Oh God.
every room in the house is just the fight over and over.
I'm living up
okay.
there rent free, baby.
No solars.
You crack open, give the tour, and interesting. Here, and tosses you a weapon
Oh.
of theirs.
Nice.
Well, perform.
Oh, you mean
Fight Gor.
you mean right? What do you mean? You want to go?
If you can.
Like us?
Sure. None of that psychic.
Oh fuck! That's
Stuff.
actually what I was gonna open with. Okay. Okay. Cool. What do you give me? Should I use it? I'm gonna, because I can't use my other one.
All that this is going to be is just using your melee weapon skill. We don't need to worry about damage rate.
Okay. Cool. So I'm just gonna swing at him then
Mhm.
with my melee weapon skill.
Holding this thing in your hand, it feels
Right.
light.
Like it was meant to be.
Maybe not that. It feels light. It feels too light.
Oh.
Like it's not but a whisper in the wind that you're trying to hold and
Weird.
wield. So as you slash, you're slashing too far
Mm.
almost before you actually really start giving it your all.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
Then this is just melee, which is weapon skill.
Mhm.
I need to get 50 or less. I got a 50-50 shot. Oh. I would like to use a fate point.
Okay.
Because if I have a 50-50 shot and I do it twice, surely, mathematically speaking, I have to get it on the second attempt.
Sure,
Yeah,
that's how math works.
Percentages.
Did it not?
It did not happen that way.
Oh.
I don't. Oh no, I don't have Iron Limb. I could just lie. Whoa! No, I got 3 failure levels.
Wow.
Damn.
I got 80.
Oof.
Yeah, not failure levels.
We're not
number.
rolling well today.
Not a great
no,
day for us.
I got one good roll, and they were like, "Gotcha." Oh wait, no, that's 70. Even my lie is.
You slash through and arms behind the back, just the Eldari's just
No.
dodging each of these swings, and
I'm
at a
still
certain
thinking
point,
about
just
Gor.
like hands onto either side of the weapon
Oof.
stops. I think that is enough. You have a lot of practice to do before you'd be able to wield one of these.
I'm just used to wielding bigger swords. Is all.
It seems that you require heft to, to outweigh your lack of finesse. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say your big head.
I fully believed that's what you were gonna say.
Your big head.
I'm sorry. No offense to Starr.
No.
I was gonna say Stevie's got it in for Star's head, like just like relentless.
Call me Mega Mr. Mind Man.
Exactly.
Megamind.
It's accurate though.
Yeah, I guess I'm not used to fighting. I don't really fight with finesse. I fight with ferocity. I almost said ferocrate because that spells on my mind. Ferocrete.
But does ferocity not cloud your judgment?
No.
It's good to wield as a weapon, but it is also a dangerous path.
I guess. Nah. I agree to disagree, I suppose. I feel as if my ferocity is all I have. You know what I mean?
That's incredibly depressing.
Oh. No, it's like it's my entirety. Which I guess is what I just said. But I want for nothing else. It's like if I am this sword, that's all I want to be. And when I eventually chip and break, then I have no more use.
Is that all that is your life? Is simply to be used as a weapon in the hands of others?
Aren't you the same thing?
I am what I choose to be, and what I choose to be is a hunter.
In the service of others?
In the service of my race, I suppose.
But I don't think we're so different.
Interesting. Very interesting. Go. I believe you have a task to do.
Is it all closed?
I was gonna
Sorry,
say as they start to like go, he would Gor would stop and turn back around and go. If you don't mind me asking, do you know anything about the Inquisitor that's operating here on the planet?
The Inquisitor. Why?
I just wondered if they might be hunting you down, or why else they might be operating.
Roll me a hold on. No, I got this.
Nosy.
Vibes?
One-handed combat?
I'm thinking. Let's go discipline for you.
Is one-handed a thing?
That's one of my specialties.
Oh, nice.
So discipline. All right, I'm looking for a 36, and I rolled
A 22.
27.
Oh,
I was close.
Nice.
that would have been
So, yeah.
cool.
I don't know if you have experienced it before, but you can feel like pressure around your head as your vision starts to like blur at the edges, and then that feeling just kind of like fades away. I may know something. The Ordo Hereticus Inquisitor, Kezenia Bake, is currently aboard the Penitent Burden in orbit up above.
It's another
Is
cool
that who
name.
you speak?
Oh shoot! Did I forget to write him down? Budge. I can't remember.
I am gonna. This is not the one that you seek.
Okay. No, that's not the one I was thinking of. I didn't realize there were multiple here.
Well,
Boom, boom, boom.
I know of no other that is in or around Jesspace Prime.
Fair enough.
If you complete this task for us, I'm sure we can find something.
Then consider it done. Thank you.
And what of you? Have already been asked for things from the others.
I don't really have any requests. Thank you. And just kind of like bows her head and starts leaving.
All right.
Is the door closed? I want to reach for the handle and see if it materializes.
Well, from this side, you'll be able to see it.
Fuck. All right, never mind.
Why is that so important to you? Is
Dude,
it
isn't
just
that
'cause
kind
it's
of
cool?
sick?
Okay,
Yeah. Fuck, that shit's cool. You wouldn't want to do that if you were there? You wouldn't be like, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I just didn't know if there was like
Nah.
you
It's
were just like trying to test. I don't
I'm
know.
very passionate about weapons and doors.
Now I know.
Wesley, shush. There we go.
It's muffled.
What is it? Did you change your mic settings?
No, I don't know what's going on. It's like you put like a
Get another can.
a can. There's no other can. That's two cans that you can't hear.
Here?
It's showing.
or-
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I put it right here next to the mic.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong. It's your fault.
I think what it might do is I think that overhearing here, I think if it peaks, it just like cuts off because I can see it on the waveform, and it's just that it's too intense and it's too
Back
pristine.
up next time.
Yeah, maybe, but I think the listeners are probably going to be able to hear it perfectly.
I hope so.
Yeah,
No,
listeners, if you hear that perfectly, comment that
I'm gonna
Wesley
cut it out.
is wrong.
I have that power. I won't.
If you don't hear it though, I'm sorry.
it was clean, probably.
Yeah, it was real clean.
So clean that it just didn't sound like
I'm
anything.
sad. I wish we had heard it.
Yeah.
Rip.
We'll hear the next one, surely.
Maybe.
As you
Third time's the
three,
charm.
as
Sorry.
you three depart, you get up, open the hatch, crawl your way through, and you close the hatch behind you, and it disappears. And I know I see the look
Can
in
I
your eyes.
try?
Yeah, you reach out, and there's nothing there.
Oh, okay.
You feel the ground. There's nothing there.
Oh. Can I do it like... I want to make sure my hand placement is right where his was.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Nothing there. Roll me a psychic test.
Oh, nice. I'm using the dice I've been using before today because today's dice got retired and will be eaten.
They better not be. I was gonna say they won't, and then I realized I don't know.
You realized
Oh.
who you were talking
Yeah.
to.
I rolled really well. I rolled a 13.
Nice.
The other dice will be
Nice.
consumed.
You maybe
It's a psychic door.
it is kind of a psychic door. So the Eldari are like pretty powerful psychers.
No, that's wrong. Apparently, I'm just kidding.
But some of them are able to make, I believe it's called Wraithbone, where they can make physical manifestations of warp energy,
Whoa.
and that's
A domain
they've
expansion?
they've domain expansion. Kind of.
And
They
No,
can
it's-
also like talk
yeah, so can I.
without
Oh.
speaking,
Hmm.
right? Like what is that called?
Telepathy.
It's called Sound of Silence.
um, to like themselves and other people. They're wild.
For a second, I thought you were just gonna say to themselves, and I was like, "Yeah, I can talk to myself in
No,
my
no, no. Like,
No, I
like
know.
other. Yeah.
I thought the same
Their
thing.
brains
I was
are
like,
just
wow.
super.
They have the
cool.
internal monologue.
Dude,
Yeah.
people that don't think in words
That's
are
what
wild.
you get for making fun of me.
What does Leslie get? That's not
Nothing. I'm
fair.
goated.
His
His eyes don't work.
karma will happen later.
Okay, ableist.
My eyes don't work either.
Get in the
over
comments.
To expand upon that, though, it's not like domain expansion. Like that whole area underneath never existed in the first place. That's like a lot to be able to just kind of snap fingers and have disappear. It's more than likely that this door is a psychic projection, and maybe now the floor beneath it is a psychic projection. You know?
Yeah, kind of like the underground in Nova.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not coming
not,
out
Oh.
forever.
It's not. Yeah.
Oh no! Kind
Let's cut that. Let's cut that.
Yeah. Oh, kind of.
Oh, that was more aggressive than.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't,
kind of
don't
like.
spoiler alert. I'm listening to that series right now.
Kind of like magic doors.
Wow.
I don't have any other reference. I need to play more. I need to make more doors.
Hello, listeners. It's awkward because I had to cut out
A spoiler.
a spoiler.
Sorry,
Phil
Phil.
got a spoiler,
Yeah,
but
I
it no sense.
spoiled all to hell now. I'm
I'll
gonna
just tell you how it ends.
when it comes out, I'm gonna take it out on you so hard.
I'm gonna text.
I'm gonna lightly
Yeah.
scold you.
Yeah. Ooh man. I'm gonna type so hard those keys.
I knew it'd be like this because of you, Wesley.
Match door.
We cut over to Drusilla. You have landed.
Yay!
This hive city you were able to see as you were coming down on the void ship. It's comprised of rings. So in the centermost area, kind of like the dot, is the planetary capital. Multiple different buildings, but it all seems to be set up like a gleaming golden fortress.
Yeah.
The next ring out from that, we're dubbing the second ring, is the administratum kind of an area. So a lot of like more administrative buildings, some other more noble individuals moving around through there.
Okay, so nerds.
The third ring seems to be the gen pop, so general populace buildings, the cathedrals, different vendors, things of that nature. And then the fourth, the outer ring, manufactorums that seem to be expelling waste off the edge.
Is that where he is?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
the slums.
And as you land, you see out in front of you, there is a line of people who are passing by some barricades. It seems that the barricades are in the middle of being taken apart by a group of Palanites. You're seeing that there's a couple dead bodies that are currently being kind of cleaned up, but the line of people are making their way through so that then they can get to a maglev station that facilitates transport throughout the city.
Okay.
What do you do?
I don't know what sort of instructions was I given.
You were just told that your team is down here.
Wow.
Yeah, the quest objective is the team question mark. And there's like 17 side quests you can do.
And it's weird because there's like two separate markers. You're not sure which one is like the better one to
Yeah.
follow.
You're
one's
not. You're not
closer?
sure which one's the optional one because you have to do the optional one before you do the main one.
Oh, dude.
And they
Okay.
don't denote.
That shit pisses me off. It's like there should be a different marker. Whatever.
Am I like in the what ring am I in?
The third.
The third. Okay. Do I have any way of like accessing their coordinates at all?
You might be able to call them up on the Vox speed.
Boop, boop, boop,
Oh
boop.
yeah. I'm gonna call.
Ghost, but
They're all really weird.
I can't wait to earn the trust of my
Yeah,
teammates.
honestly.
I'm gonna call Gor because he seems
He's kind of in charge.
he's the one I've
Yeah.
he's the one I've interacted with the most.
That's not
And
true.
he
We
I,
ate
I
killed
did kill. I did kill a guy for you. So
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, where have I been? And I'm gonna be gone next episode too.
That's when you had the bad case of Ligma.
No, I didn't though.
Oh, that's right. It was
You did.
Sugma.
Yeah.
Sorry, call up Gore.
Because everyone else,
I think I'm pretty normal.
And
you're scary looking to me. I
Oh.
didn't see a lot of psychers, not sanctioned ones.
If I was a psycher, I would always tell someone something and be like, "Psych."
Got him.
Sanctioned, by the way.
Gore, you hear from your Vox feed. Doot, 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 doot.
Yes. It makes me so happy.
And
Go for Gore.
that's go for Gore. And that's where we're gonna end our session.
No!
All right.
On a phone hanger.
Yeah, now we have to start the one next phone.
I got banned for the next. I got banned for the next episode. Oh, actually, I can't say it now
Phone
because it's gonna
call.
sound crazy.
I
It's not-
reminded Damien of like the time, and now I'm mad at myself. For
Yeah,
reminding him of
you
the
did this
time.
to us.
I know.
4 minutes
Yeah.
ago, she reminded
I
him.
know.
at Misty on Discord and tell her she's really cool.
Thanks.
Do it.
I'd
You
say
won't.
thanks so
And
angrily.
also let her know that you're smelly and stinky.
Yeah, you guys smell like
Yeah.
shit. You guys
Yeah.
smell like the waste.
Wait,
coming
hold
off-
on. God damn it.
No.
Phil, plug away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you didn't know by now, which I hope you did, I am Phil, also known as The Glacial Geek. I have a YouTube channel that I run called, The Glacial Geek, where I do a lot of miniature wargaming related stuff. So a lot of Warhammer stuff. I build and paint models, and I do like short stories kind of thing. I also do all sorts of different stuff. So painting and building and various things. So come check it out. There's at this point, there's a video on there introducing these characters. So if you want to get an idea, a little bit more of a backstory as to the characters, the main cast of characters here, you can go check out that video, and you have lovely voice actor work by all of the cast members here. I think it was a pretty good video. At this point, it's out there. Everyone's seen it. It's really good. So go check it out. Big fan.
There's also other videos on there too. Definitely check them out. Like a bunch of
Yes.
like hashing stuff and
Mhm.
painting up with different voiceovers for like different stories regarding the different characters.
Yeah, and like Phil getting ready for Adepticon. Like there's just lots of cool stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Watch
come
them.
check it out. Come check it out. So
Nice.
All right, now you guys smell like shit.
Well, you always
Yeah.
did. Let's be clear.
goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
Listen, I learned a new word. They smell like leachate.
Tell us about it.
Go look it up.
Go look it up.
No.
Stinkies.
Thought you were telling us to look it up. No, you guys can look it up though.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Let us know in the.
We're gonna let
Wild.
Joseph just tell us when we're done with this.
Exactly.
But you have
Yeah.
to look it up.
Yeah.
Got 'em.
Figure out how to spell it. We won't tell you. Bye.
It feels so rude.
peace.
So sorry, you guys. I don't know why they're like this.